accept the motion to come out of recess.
Motion.
All right. And I know that's been seconded, so that's unanimous. This is a little bit different, at least in my experience. In 8 years we haven't had tours. We're going to try to be brief to let you talk more than we are, because we obviously want to get to several locations, and hopefully it won't be raining when we get there. So not to short the other people who happen to be last. But what we'll do is we'll let you start off. Sherilyn, if you...
The reason for the meeting was a number of residents in the areas that are in closest proximity to the proposed site wanted to meet one-on-one in their neighborhoods with the board to express their concerns. And again, they are closest in proximity to the casino. So they have legitimate concerns, and I think the board was trying to reach out to them, try to answer some of their questions. Obviously, not a lot of them could be answered. And also talk about, I think you heard, possible mitigation should the casino process proceed to the stage where a host agreement will be negotiated.
We're here because you've asked us to be here, to asked us to look at your unique concerns and see your unique concerns in proximity to the proposed casino location. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking. We want to hear what your concerns are.
We're not pleased with the process, and that's why we're here. But what we wanted to do here, Sherilyn heard that you were going to visit neighborhoods, so she wanted to make sure you came to this neighborhood because we're ground zero. Where those trees are there, that's the site. That is where the casino's going. The trees you see from our yard.
My concern is, one is property valuation in general against the reflection of the town as a casino town. Two is that it's in our backyard. So that's a primary concern, property value. Traffic is unbearable in this area of town.
The main issues we have are really in 4 areas. The first is property valuations, which from the information we've seen in other towns, homes this close would drop 20 to 30% in value. Issues associated with crime, which we have seen in other studies that the crime has gone up due to the influx of population. And then the traffic and other environmental issues. This Whispering Pine is a dead end. The only access is out to directly across from the site.
I have to go Bear Hill if I want to go to the other side of town. I will not go through Main Street on any given day. Any given day I won't do it. Because you can't get through the center of Milford. You bring a casino in, forget it. You're gonna put a bottleneck in this company. It's gonna turn into Boston.
Traffic and the noise that traffic might generate. The residents were concerned about access onto, in one case, two cases, Route 16, access onto Route 109. That was the main concern. You also heard the concern of water. And again, I think you heard Selectman DeBartolome say it, Chairman Buckley, and I think also Brian. They are concerned about water, traffic, and they are waiting for data. And those issues need to be resolved for this to go forward.
The traffic is very heavy. It's very heavy, it's not safe. Even though the speed limit right here is supposedly 40 miles an hour, people drive faster, and it's really bad. There's been a lot of accidents. The road bends, you can't see anything when you're coming around, and this is right now at 6:30 in the afternoon. This is light traffic tonight.
My fear is that it's going to change how my wife and I live now. I mean, we spend all our lives working hard to end up in a place like this. We love it here. We don't want to not be able to shop. We don't want to not be able to go down the road anytime we want to. We're afraid that that's going to cut into it. Don't know. Hope not, but you don't know.
The first step in the process is that the casino let the community know what it is they want to build, what scope, size, magnitude. They work with our consultants and our town department heads to then see what its impact is going to be. But the key hurdles are in the process, there must be a host agreement before this can go forward.
I think they are in the situation where they need more information. I think you heard all 3 of them say that in a different form, but they did say it. They are waiting for these informational meetings that will be happening in July. That's where we hope that we will get the information they need to properly evaluate the casino proposal and to determine should they enter into a host agreement. So I think that's where they're at this point. They need more data, more information, and hopefully these informational meetings will do that.
My main concern is if this does go through and we have a casino right here, that somehow we're compensated for it in some way, since the CEO of the company seems to think, and everybody else does, that our property values are going to drop by 25%. Maybe they pay our property taxes for a certain amount of time, or give us stock in their company.
In speaking with the residents in their neighborhoods, they were most appreciative that the board did take the time to come out. I heard a lot of people thanking them. The process needs to go forward. I think one of the selectmen explained the process. I think another one explained the possible mitigation, specifically when they talked about loss of value in their homes, that maybe funds could be set up in the host agreement to deal with that issue. Specifically at Zane Circle, if we get to the host agreement, they talked about maybe redoing that intersection. But I think the main point, I hope, that the residents of the neighborhood got, that the selectmen are looking at everything. They do have their interests at heart, and I think that's why they went out to meet with these people.